Right on. Well, thanks. I appreciate everybody taking the time to join us in the field today. My name is Red Duke, Technical Sales Agronomist with Corteva Agriscience. I'm going to spend a few minutes today talking about an exciting new pre-seed herbicide option for canola growers here in Western Canada. Like I mentioned, it was really built and designed for canola growers. Our Prospect pre-seed herbicide, in combination with glyphosate, provides exceptional multi-mode of action weed control over tough-to-kill broadleaf weeds such as cleavers, flicksweed, hemp nettle, lamb's quarters, narrowleaf hawksbeard, shepherd's purse, stinkweed, volunteer canola, and wild buckwheat. Prospect herbicide combines the power of the RLX active with Carfentrazone and must be tank mixed with glyphosate. Prospect pre-seed herbicide must be applied in the spring ahead of your canola crop and does not contain the same soil active properties as our cereal pre-seed brands do. Therefore, we must be targeting the main flush of actively growing grassy and broadleaf weeds within the field. Now, I mentioned the RLX active, and that is really the primary component or the foundation of our Prospect pre-seed herbicide. The RLX active is a group 4 growth regulator synthetic auxin type herbicide that provides systemic control to both above ground and below ground plant tissues via translocation. The RLX active symptomology, similar to other growth regulator type herbicides, will typically appear as epinasty, so that's twisting of the stem and cupping and curling of the leaves. You're going to see swollen nodes and you're going to see arrested growth. After that occurs, you're going to see chlorosis and necrosis of the weed. The RLX active is a nice product because it provides robust activity under a wide range of environmental and growing conditions, as well as has the ability to pick up larger size weeds, including overwintered weeds. The RLX active is a nice addition to the rotation because it maintains recrop flexibility for the following year, with the exception of lentils and chickpeas. Now, the second component within Prospect is Carfentrazone. Carfentrazone is the group 14 protox inhibitor herbicide that inhibits an enzyme within the plant, which leads to death. Now, Carfentrazone is a rapidly acting contact herbicide, and typically you're going to see efficacy from that application within 1 to 2 days of application. That symptomology is going to look like yellowing of leaf tissue, followed by desiccation and necrosis. Carfentrazone is active at low use rates when combined with glyphosate and also offers great recrop flexibility for the following year. Next, I'm going to touch on some application guidelines with the Prospect herbicide. First and foremost, application rate. So we have a convenient package size in that one case of Prospect herbicide treats 160 acres at a registered label rate of 135 milliliters per acre. Glyphosate is sold separately, but Prospect can be tank mixed with any form of glyphosate and is rain fast within 1 hour of application. Prospect herbicide also allows growers flexibility in terms of application volumes, with a registered application volume range from 5 to 10 US gallons per acre. Now, in considering when to make that Prospect and glyphosate application to your field, I like to encourage folks to have a look at the field and determine what types of weeds are present. If we have annual weeds present in the field, the best practice is to get Prospect and glyphosate applied to the field at minimum 6 hours prior to planting. However, if perennials are present, we need to make sure that we get Prospect and glyphosate applied at least 3 days prior to planting. Now, these timelines and guidelines are based on the best practices with glyphosate. Finally, we also have to consider crop rotation. As I mentioned, there is a 22-month recrop restriction when planting back to lentils or chickpeas following a Prospect application.